The cave did not change in one night. The pressure did not disappear because David prayed. The uncertainty did not suddenly lift because more people arrived. If anything, the weight inside the cave became heavier because now he was no longer carrying only himself. Every man entering that place brought another story, another burden, another fear, another wound, and another expectation. The cave was no longer silent. It breathed with tension, exhaustion, frustration, and survival. Some of the men who came to David had lost more than money. They had lost confidence in life itself. Others carried anger they could barely control. Some were tired of being overlooked, tired of struggling, tired of carrying pressure nobody else could see. The cave gathered people whose lives had become unsettled long before they ever stepped inside its shadows. Yet somehow, all of them ended up standing before a man who was still trying to understand his own path. That is what made this season so heavy for David. He did not enter the cave as a finished leader. He entered exhausted, hunted, uncertain, and emotionally worn down from constantly moving. Ramah did not hold him. Naioth did not hold him. Nob did not hold him. Gath did not hold him. Every place that seemed temporary eventually collapsed beneath pressure, and now the cave had become the place where everything finally stopped long enough for him to hear himself think. There are seasons in life where movement keeps you distracted from what is happening inside of you. You keep solving problems, responding to pressure, handling responsibilities, and trying to survive the next moment. Then suddenly life slows down, and you are left sitting in the middle of your own thoughts. The silence becomes uncomfortable because now you can hear the exhaustion you were outrunning before. That cave forced David to sit with himself. The firelight did not remove the pressure, it revealed it. Every flicker across those stone walls exposed thoughts he probably had no time to process while running from Saul. What happens when a person carries responsibility before they feel fully formed themselves? What happens when people begin looking to you for direction while you are still trying to understand your own pain? The men surrounding David were not calm, settled followers arriving with confidence and stability. Scripture says they were distressed, in debt, and discontented. Those are not light words. Distress changes how people think. Debt creates pressure that follows people into every conversation, every decision, every moment of rest. Discontent slowly drains peace from the inside out. These men entered the cave carrying internal storms, and now all of that emotional weight was sitting in one confined place. David could not escape it. He could see it in their eyes, hear it in their voices, and feel it in the atmosphere surrounding the fire. Some of them probably wanted immediate answers. Others may have wanted revenge against the systems and people they believed had broken them. Some may have questioned why they were even there at all. Yet in the middle of all that instability, something unexpected was beginning to happen. The cave was slowly transforming strangers into brothers. Transformation rarely begins with comfort. Most people want change while remaining untouched by pressure, but pressure exposes what comfort hides. Inside the cave, masks began falling away. There was no throne there, no palace, no public celebration, no visible proof that David would one day become king. There was only darkness, responsibility, uncertainty, and the daily decision to keep going. That is what makes this story so deeply human. Many people know what it feels like to carry an assignment before seeing evidence of the outcome. They know what it feels like to support others while privately fighting discouragement themselves. They know what it feels like to wonder whether the pressure they are carrying is forming them or breaking them. The cave forces those questions to rise to the surface. There were probably moments when David sat near the fire after everyone else settled down, listening to the breathing inside the cave while his own mind refused to rest. Leadership has a way of isolating people emotionally, even when they are surrounded by others. Everyone sees the strength you project outward, but very few people see the internal conversations taking place beneath the surface. David still had fears. He still carried memories of Saul's pursuit. He still remembered pretending madness in Gath just to survive another day. Those experiences do not disappear overnight simply because new people arrive. Yet slowly, Something inside him was changing. The cave began teaching David how to remain steady while surrounded by instability. He was learning how to absorb pressure without immediately collapsing beneath it. He was learning how to listen to wounded people without allowing their despair to consume his own mind. Most importantly, he was learning that leadership is not proven when life feels easy. Leadership is revealed when confusion, uncertainty, and emotional pressure fill the room, and people still look toward you for steadiness. Some people leave the cave too early because they mistake discomfort for failure. They assume the darkness means God abandoned them, when sometimes the darkness is where formation begins. A seed develops underground long before anyone sees evidence above the surface. In the same way, some of the deepest transformation in a person's life happens privately, silently, and without applause. The cave was doing hidden work inside David. It was teaching him restraint. It was teaching him patience. It was teaching him how to carry people compassionately instead of impulsively. A future king was being formed beside firelight, while surrounded by distressed men nobody else wanted. History often celebrates the crown, while overlooking the cave that shaped the man who eventually wore it. The men inside Adullam were changing too. Something about David's steadiness began settling them. Not perfectly, not instantly, but slowly. The same men who arrived carrying emotional chaos began gathering around the fire, listening instead of reacting. They watched how David handled pressure. They observed how he carried himself in uncertainty. Sometimes leadership teaches more through posture than through speeches. That is why people must be careful where they leave. Some environments feel uncomfortable because they are exposing what still needs work inside us. Walking away too soon can interrupt development that pressure was trying to produce. The cave did not look impressive, but formation rarely does while it is happening. And perhaps that is why this story still speaks so powerfully today. Many people are sitting in their own version of Adullam, wondering whether anything meaningful is happening in the darkness. They feel hidden, delayed, emotionally stretched, and uncertain about what comes next. Yet what if the cave is not evidence that life stopped? What if it is evidence that something deeper is finally beginning? David entered Adullam running for survival. He left carrying the early formation of a king. The cave reveals what comfort often conceals. Pressure has a way of uncovering the true condition of a person's heart, mind, endurance, and internal stability. David did not become who he was because life became easy. He was shaped while carrying uncertainty, responsibility, fear, exhaustion, and the emotional weight of others all at the same time. The cave of Adullam exposed weakness, but it also revealed strength he did not fully know he possessed. The same pressure that could have broken him instead formed him. So the real question is not whether pressure will come. It will. The question is what pressure reveals when it arrives. Does it expose collapse, or does it reveal endurance? Does it expose panic, or does it reveal internal steadiness? You will often discover what you are truly made of by how you respond when life becomes uncomfortable, unclear, and emotionally heavy. So do life with this in mind. Some seasons are not sent to destroy you. Some seasons are revealing who you are becoming.